Welcome back to Ageless Mind and Body, where we share simple, smart habits for living well at any age. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stepped into someone's home and thought, how do they keep it this clean all the time? You're not alone. For many of us, it feels like no matter how often we clean, the mess just keeps coming back. But here's the truth. A spotless home isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 12 small daily habits that seniors with the cleanest, most stress-free homes swear by. These habits aren't exhausting or time-consuming. They take just a few minutes a day, but they make a huge difference. And here's the best part, the final habit on this list. Most people overlook it, but it could be the key to finally feeling calm, organized, and truly at home. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the little things that make a big impact. 1. Make your bed every morning. Making your bed every morning may seem like a small, insignificant task, but it holds more power than most people realize. It's not just about having a tidy bedroom, it's about creating a sense of order, routine, and accomplishment before your day even begins. When you take just 2 minutes each morning to straighten the sheets, fluff the pillows, and smooth the blankets, you're setting the tone for a more productive and intentional day. Walking out of a room that looks clean and put together does something subtle but powerful to your mindset. It signals that you're in control. And later, when you return, you're welcomed by a space that feels calm, clean, and ready for rest. Even if the rest of your room isn't perfect, a neatly made bed instantly makes it feel more organized. Studies have even shown that people who make their beds regularly tend to feel more confident, more in control of their daily lives, and are often more consistent with other positive habits. The best part, it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't aim for hotel-level perfection, just make it look neat. Tell yourself, this is my first win of the day, because in truth, that's exactly what it is, a small but meaningful victory that puts you in a mindset of care, discipline, and self-respect. Over time, this simple habit creates momentum. It becomes the foundation of a home that feels organized and a life that feels intentional. So tomorrow morning, before you rush into your day, pause and make your bed. You'll be surprised at how such a simple act can quietly shape the rest of your day and maybe even your week. 2. Clean up immediately after use. Declutter as you go is one of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can develop to keep your home feeling organized and peaceful. The truth is, clutter doesn't appear all at once. It builds slowly, one object at a time. A coffee mug left on the table, a pair of shoes kicked off in the hallway, a book you meant to put back on the shelf. On their own, these items don't seem like much. But when they start to accumulate, your space quickly shifts from calm to chaotic. That's why seniors with consistently clean homes don't wait for a big cleaning day. Instead, they build the habit of putting things away immediately after using them. It's not about being perfect, it's about being mindful. When you finish reading, return the book to the shelf. After dinner, rinse the dishes and load the dishwasher. If you take off your jacket, hang it up rather than tossing it on a chair. These tiny moments take seconds, but they prevent hours of future cleanup. A helpful mindset is the one-touch rule. If you pick something up, don't just set it down somewhere new. Put it away right then and there. This habit turns tidiness into something effortless and automatic. Over time, you'll find your home stays cleaner with far less effort, and you'll experience a sense of calm that comes from living in a space that's not constantly reminding you of unfinished tasks. Not only does this approach reduce physical clutter, it also clears mental clutter. A tidy environment can dramatically affect your mood, focus, and energy. So instead of letting messes build up, try taking small actions throughout your day. Your future self will thank you, and your home will feel more like a sanctuary, not a to-do list. 3. clean surfaces daily. Wiping down surfaces daily may seem like a small chore, but it's one of the most effective habits for keeping your home feeling consistently clean and welcoming. You don't need to deep clean every corner of your house every day. Instead, just take a few minutes to give the most used surfaces a quick wipe. Think about how quickly crumbs, fingerprints, spills, and dust collect on kitchen counters, bathroom sinks, dining tables, or even the coffee table. These little messes may not seem like much at first, but over time they can make a room look and feel neglected. By making it a daily habit to clean these high-touch areas, you prevent dirt from building up and stop your space from ever reaching that overwhelming "where do I start" stage. The best part is that you don't need fancy products or a big routine. A simple microfiber cloth and a spray bottle with water or diluted vinegar are more than enough to freshen things up. Wipe your kitchen counters after cooking, clean the bathroom sink after brushing your teeth, or take a moment in the evening to tidy the surfaces in your living room. These small actions take less than a minute, but instantly make the room look brighter and more inviting. Plus, when your surfaces are clean, you're naturally less likely to let other clutter gather there. It's a subtle but powerful cycle. A clean surface makes you feel calm and in control, and that peaceful energy spreads throughout your home. Over time, you'll notice that your space doesn't just look better, it feels better too. Clean surfaces create a sense of freshness that lifts your mood, reduces stress, and gives you the daily satisfaction of living in a home that truly reflects care and intention. 4. Wash clothes every day. Doing a small load of laundry. Each day may not sound exciting, but it's one of the smartest habits for keeping your home and your stress levels under control. Instead of letting laundry pile up into an overwhelming mountain that takes hours to tackle, spreading the task out into manageable daily chunks makes it faster, easier, and far less draining. Think about how laundry tends to sneak up on you. One day, the basket is empty, and suddenly, without warning, it's overflowing with clothes, towels, and who knows what. That's when it starts to feel like a chore you want to avoid. But when you wash just a little bit every day, maybe a few shirts, some socks, or a set of towels, it becomes part of your regular rhythm, not a dreaded event. You can throw in a load in the morning while you make coffee, or in the evening as you wind down for the night. The process becomes so routine that you hardly think about it. Not only does this approach save time, but it also keeps your home feeling more organized. Hampers stay empty, clean clothes are always available, and you're never caught off guard when you need something last minute. Plus, folding and putting away a small load is much more manageable than dealing with a week's worth of laundry all at once. This daily habit is especially helpful for seniors or anyone who wants to reduce physical strain. Rather than lifting heavy baskets or standing for long periods, small daily loads are gentler on the body and mind. In the end, it's not about doing more, it's about doing a little at a time consistently. This simple shift transforms laundry from a frustrating burden into an easy part of your day that supports a cleaner, calmer, and more comfortable home. 5. Don't leave dirty dishes overnight. Never leaving dirty dishes overnight may sound like a small detail, but it has a surprisingly big impact on how your home feels, especially your kitchen. It's easy to finish a meal, feel tired, and tell yourself you'll take care of the dishes later. But when later turns into tomorrow, you're greeted in the morning by a cluttered sink, greasy pans, and the faint smell of last night's dinner. That's not exactly the peaceful, fresh start most of us hope for. On the other hand, when you take just a few minutes after each meal to wash the dishes, wipe the sink, and clear the counters, you create a clean slate for the next day. Waking up to an empty sink and a tidy kitchen sets a positive tone. You're not instantly met with chores, you're met with calm. And that small sense of order can ripple into the rest of your day. This habit also prevents dishes from piling up and becoming a dreaded task. The more you put it off, the more daunting it becomes. but staying on top of it meal by meal makes it manageable and quick. It's not about scrubbing every pot until it shines. It's simply about not letting the mess sit. And surprisingly, once your sink is clean, you'll feel more motivated to keep the rest of the kitchen tidy too. Over time, this routine becomes second nature. It saves time, reduces stress, and helps maintain a sense of control over your environment. You'll begin to notice how much lighter your evenings feel and how much smoother your mornings become. A clean kitchen isn't just about appearances, it's about creating a space that feels welcoming and supports a calm, intentional lifestyle. So, tonight before you head to bed, take a few moments to clean up. Your tomorrow self will thank you. 6. Daily paperwork. Handling paper clutter. Daily is one of the most underrated habits when it comes to keeping a home clean and mentally refreshing. Paper seems to multiply out of nowhere. Receipts, junk mail, flyers, bills, magazines, and appointment reminders. At first, it's just a few pieces here and there, but before you know it, your counter's tables or entryway are buried under stacks of paper that make your space feel messy and overwhelming. That's why dealing with paper immediately is so powerful. Instead of setting mail down and telling yourself you'll get to it later, take 1 minute to sort it the moment it enters your home. Toss junk mail straight into recycling. Place bills and important documents in a designated folder or organizer. Shred anything with sensitive information that you no longer need. It's a simple act, but it keeps clutter from ever taking hold. When you make this a daily habit, you'll never have to face a huge pile of unorganized papers again. Your home feels lighter, more spacious, and far more manageable. The visual peace that comes from clear surfaces can't be overstated. It reduces stress, sharpens focus, and even helps you feel more in control of your life. Having a small basket near your front door or desk can make this process effortless. At the end of each week, take a few minutes to file or discard what's no longer needed. Staying on top of paper isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Just a few seconds each day adds up to a home that feels calmer and more functional. And the best part, you'll never have to dig through piles to find what you need. By staying ahead of the paper pileup, you create a space that's not only clean, but also supports clarity, order, and peace of mind. 7. Open the windows to let in fresh air every day. Opening the windows each day to let in fresh air might seem like a small, optional habit, but it plays a surprisingly powerful role in creating a home that feels clean, healthy, and energizing. Even if your space looks tidy, it can still feel heavy, stuffy, or stale if the air inside hasn't been refreshed. Over time, indoor air collects odors from cooking moisture, from showers, and even chemicals from cleaning products. Add to that dust, pet dander, and fine particles that settle into soft furnishings, and suddenly the air you're breathing isn't as fresh as it seems. By simply cracking open a window for 10 to 15 minutes each day, you allow stagnant air to escape and fresh oxygen to flow in. This not only clears out unwanted smells, but also reduces indoor pollutants and humidity levels. The result is a home that feels lighter, brighter, and more alive. You don't need to leave every window wide open for hours. A small opening in the morning while you make coffee or a quick breeze through the living room in the afternoon can make a real difference. Even during colder months, just a few minutes of airflow can refresh the entire atmosphere without making the space uncomfortably chilly. Fresh air also benefits your well-being. It can improve concentration, boost your mood, and even support better sleep at night. When the air in your home feels clean, you feel better too physically and mentally. Over time, this simple habit becomes a natural part of your daily rhythm, one that helps your space not just look clean, but feel truly healthy and comfortable. So, tomorrow morning, before diving into your day, open a window and let the air move. Your home and your body will thank you. 8. Dust frequently touched surfaces. Dusting high-touch surfaces daily is one of the easiest and most effective ways to keep your home feeling clean, healthy, and welcoming. While dust might seem harmless, it builds up quickly and carries more than just particles. It's a mix of dead skin cells, pet dander, fabric fibers, and other airborne debris that can affect both the cleanliness of your home and the quality of the air you breathe. That's why regularly wiping down commonly used surfaces makes such a noticeable difference. Areas like coffee tables, bookshelves, TV stands, nightstands, and even remote controls tend to collect dust faster than we realize because they're used often but rarely cleaned daily. Just a quick swipe with a microfiber cloth can remove visible dust and keep your home feeling fresh and well cared for. It only takes a few minutes a day, and you don't need any harsh chemicals. Often a damp cloth is more than enough. Not only does this routine help your home look polished, but it also improves air quality and reduces allergens, which is especially helpful for anyone with sensitivities. When these surfaces stay clean, you're less likely to feel overwhelmed by chores later because dust never has a chance to settle deeply. Plus, when you stay ahead of the buildup, you avoid having to do long, exhausting cleaning sessions. Keeping a cloth or duster somewhere easy to grab makes this habit even more effortless. Over time, you'll find that your home feels calmer, lighter, and more put together simply because the surfaces you see and touch every day stay clean. It's a subtle shift, but one that quietly transforms the energy of your space and helps maintain a consistently healthy and inviting environment. 9. Light cleaning at night before going to bed. Taking just 5 to 10 minutes each evening to tidy up before bed can make a remarkable difference in how your home feels when you wake up the next morning. It's a simple routine that helps you close out the day with a sense of calm and sets the tone for a fresh, peaceful start. After a long day, it's tempting to leave things as they are. Blankets tossed over the couch, dishes in the sink, mail left on the table. But these little messes tend to pile up quickly, creating visual noise that can make mornings feel chaotic before they even begin. By doing a light reset each night, you prevent that overwhelm and wake up to a space that feels inviting and ready for a new day. You don't need to clean the whole house. Just focus on the main living areas, straighten the pillows, fold blankets, put away stray items like books, shoes, or dishes, and give counters a quick wipe if needed. It takes only a few minutes but creates a sense of order and control. This nightly habit also gives your mind a chance to unwind. Walking into a tidy room the next morning allows you to ease into your day with less stress and more clarity. Over time, it becomes part of your rhythm, something you do without thinking, like brushing your teeth. It's a gentle way to take care of your home and yourself. And when your mornings begin with clean spaces instead of scattered messes, you're more likely to carry that clarity and intention into the rest of your day. A few minutes of effort at night leads to a lighter, brighter, and more peaceful home life overall. 10. Keep cleaning tools within easy reach. Keeping your cleaning supplies within easy reach might seem like a small organizational choice, but it can completely change the way you approach cleanliness at home. When your tools are accessible, cleaning becomes effortless and instinctive. You're far more likely to tackle a small mess immediately if it doesn't require a trip to another room or digging through a crowded cabinet. Imagine noticing a toothpaste splatter on the bathroom sink. If you have a cloth and cleaner right there under the sink, it's easy to wipe it away in seconds. But if you have to go downstairs to grab supplies, chances are you'll put it off and the mess will stay there growing or hardening, becoming harder to clean later. The same idea applies throughout your home. When you keep a small set of cleaning essentials in each major area, like the kitchen, bathroom, and living room, you make it simple to handle messes as they happen. A cloth, a multi-surface spray, maybe a few disinfecting wipes, or a handheld duster, all stored neatly in a nearby drawer or basket, can make all the difference. This habit helps you stay ahead of clutter and dirt without ever needing to set aside large chunks of time for deep cleaning. It shifts your mindset too. Cleaning stops feeling like a big event and becomes a series of small, manageable moments woven into your day. Over time, this creates a home that's consistently tidy and low stress. You'll find that when messes are dealt with right away, they never become problems, and your space remains more inviting and easier to maintain. Convenience matters, and when cleaning is easy to do, it becomes something you're naturally more willing to keep up with. That small shift leads to a calmer, cleaner, and more comfortable home. 11. Sweep or vacuum every day. Sweeping or vacuuming your floors every day may sound like a lot, but when done in small, consistent doses, it's one of the easiest ways to keep your home feeling fresh, bright, and truly clean. Floors are one of the first places where dirt, dust, crumbs, and pet hair settle. Even if the rest of your home is spotless, walking barefoot and feeling grit under your feet can make the entire space feel unkempt. That's why seniors with the cleanest homes make floor care a quick daily habit, especially in high-traffic areas like the kitchen hallway or living room. You don't need to deep clean or move furniture every time. Just a fast sweep or a pass with a cordless vacuum can make a visible and noticeable difference. It only takes a few minutes, but it prevents dust and debris from building up and keeps allergens like pet dander and pollen from lingering in your living space. A clean floor instantly brightens a room and helps maintain that just cleaned feeling, even if you haven't done a full house tidy. This habit is especially useful in homes with pets, children, or people with allergies. And when you incorporate it into your daily rhythm, perhaps after cooking or before bed, it doesn't feel like a chore at all. In fact, it becomes a moment of care and intention. Over time, this simple practice reduces the need for more intensive scrubbing or deep cleaning sessions, saving you energy and stress. A clean floor is more than just a surface. It's a foundation for the atmosphere of your home. When it's clear of dirt and dust, everything else feels lighter, fresher, and more welcoming. Daily floor care is a small commitment with a big return, a space that looks better, feels better, and is easier to maintain. 12. Take time to enjoy clean space. Taking time to enjoy your clean space is just as important as the effort you put into tidying it. Too often we rush from one task to the next, checking off chores without ever pausing to appreciate what we've accomplished. But a clean and organized home isn't just about appearance, it's about how it makes you feel. After you've finished wiping the counters, folding the blankets, and putting things back in their place, give yourself a moment to be still in that space. Sit in your favorite chair, light a scented candle, or brew a warm cup of tea. Let yourself enjoy the calm that a clean room offers. There's something deeply satisfying about being in a space that feels fresh, open, and peaceful. It's more than just neatness. It's comfort, clarity, and a reflection of care. When you take a moment to soak it in, you reinforce the value of your efforts. You begin to see cleaning not as a chore, but as an act of self-respect and love for your environment. Over time, this quiet ritual of appreciation becomes something you look forward to. It turns everyday maintenance into a rewarding experience, and your home begins to feel more like a sanctuary than a checklist. You may even find yourself more motivated to keep it clean, not out of obligation, but because you genuinely enjoy the peace it brings. Whether it's soft music in the background, a favorite book in your hands, or simply sitting in silence, allow yourself to feel the difference a tidy space makes. It's not just about what you've done, it's about what you've created, a home that supports your well-being and reminds you that even the smallest efforts are worth celebrating. A clean home doesn't require hours of hard work, it simply needs small, consistent habits practiced every day. When you focus on simple actions like wiping down surfaces, putting things back in place, or opening a window for fresh air, you're not just maintaining a tidy space, you're creating an environment that supports your peace of mind and emotional well-being. These tiny habits build momentum. Over time, they lead to a home that feels lighter, calmer, and more welcoming, not just to others, but to yourself. So here's your gentle challenge. Choose just one habit from today's video and start it today. Maybe it's making your bed each morning or doing a quick evening tidy up before bed. Keep it simple, keep it steady, and let the transformation unfold. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Ageless Mind and Body for more tips on simple, joyful living. Join our community of mindful homemakers who believe that caring for your space is a beautiful way to care for yourself. See you in the next video.